and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of It's a Man's World. I am Dario.
I'm Naeem.
And Forever Jason as always.
And tonight's topic, we're going to be talking about Antigua's Carnival and Fete season. We're going to be discussing, the cost, what you and us as patrons look forward to, and, a lot more. So stay tuned, and we'll be back after these short messages.
Stay tuned.
See you in a few.
Personalized living at Living Spaces. Create a space that's unique to your lifestyle. Best price guaranteed. 10 to 40% off selected pieces. Living Spaces, Old Palm Road.
But it would mean nothing.
And welcome back. It's still a man's world. I'm Forever Jason.
Dario.
And Naeem.
And tonight we're talking about the social climate, the social, Antigua's social life as it pertains to fetes and the festivals.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about first about the cost. It's expensive.
Oh, I can actually talk
That was
about
easy.
something that I saw.
Yeah.
I saw a flyer just yesterday actually,
Right.
and on it says 1 day mass, 600 EC.
Right. This is the Monday?
The Tuesday.
Oh,
It's for
okay.
the Tuesday. But I'm saying 1 day mass, $600.
Right.
I would pay $600 for 1 day mass, but it has to be Carnival Monday.
You see?
That's just me.
But
Okay, I would spend $600 in food. That's just me.
in 1 day?
$600.
All right, we're talking about mass. No. To Jason's point, I also saw a flyer that were advertising. Now these mass troops, they put out their costings early, which is a good thing.
Right.
So you can budget towards Carnival, and I do believe in having fun. So this is
that special friend.
yeah. This is not about not playing mass. I mean, I support the mass troops. I support the mass players. I think you should go out the road, have some fun, but. I think now is becoming cost prohibitive for a lot of people.
Yes.
Now, to your point, I also saw a flyer, wasn't yesterday, but I saw a flyer that said Carnival Monday was $550. No, this bothered me. Okay. Not that I don't think that Carnival Monday is worth $550. Whatever something is worth to you, that's how much it's worth to you, that's fine. Right. But comparatively speaking, t-shirt mass, which gives you a t-shirt, you get drinks and food on the road,
right.
You get entertainment, water, whatever, is less than $200.
Okay.
So now, for most of these larger, younger, more vibrant bands, they give you Carnival Monday a lot like T-shirt mass.
Okay. Right, because they give you two costumes.
They give you two costumes, so you have what is called the Monday wear.
Right.
Now, I have a problem paying $550 for Monday wear.
Okay.
That's 3 times what I would pay for T-shirt mass. That's me and 2 really good friends.
I agree.
Okay. Well, let me be the mass player in the room. Okay? No, I really don't think $550 is overblown. I really don't. Right. Because if you look at it this way, it's all dependent on who you actually play with. A lot of the people that the populace plays, and the majority of the populace plays t-shirt mass with. Right. They don't necessarily have a big band, so then they're not on the road for Carnival Monday.
Oh, you mean a big band for Monday, Tuesday? Okay, right. I'm with you.
So therefore, if they do offer a package for $200, that means on that particular day they're going to give you whatever they have to give you for refreshments, a t-shirt, a good route, and what have you. The full plethora that they can give to you. Right. They don't necessarily give you food. Well, some may, some may not. Right. Then for t-shirt mass, from history, it usually starts somewhere around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. T-shirt mass should it doesn't take the same route like a full-blown mass camp that you see Carnival Monday and Tuesday. Right. So for somebody to be to want to experience that and want to play mass for Carnival Monday or Tuesday, whichever one is their preference. But for me, I would always take Carnival Monday over Carnival Tuesday. Right. But you're getting a longer route because usually the mass camps they do organize like around midday. Juve has to finish at around 10.
Right.
So they're at the mass camps from midday. You get fed.
Right.
You usually hit the road by around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, depending on how organized your mass is. But I'm not going to get too much into the details of the mass. What I'm just saying is it's a longer route. You do get fed. You do get your Monday wear or what have you. But my thinking is if you can't afford the full, let's just say $1,000, $1,200 experience.
Nobody's charging that anymore, okay?
Right?
I'm
No,
getting
if you can't afford that, and you can only muster up, or you can only afford as per your budget for $550 for one day.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, go for it.
One day.
Go for it. I mean, you guys may not understand it because you've never really experienced it.
I usually work.
When you say you guys, you mean Jason?
Yeah, I usually work.
Okay, well, you see, Jason is just taking from the outside in. I mean,
Because I'm taking from the
really-
inside out.
Really,
I'm
you have
telling
to-
you, it's
have to experience
expensive, dude.
It is expensive, and it's not nearly going to get any cheaper.
Nike, listen to me. I have played T-shirt mass with a couple of different bands, and there was one band in particular. I paid $200 for that package, and I got fed on every road. Every time we made a turn, there was something in my hand. They were just delivering food for you,
Okay.
regular. That's $200.
Right.
I'm saying $550 for T-shirt mass.
What were the numbers like, though? I mean, look at it this way.
But this is what I'm saying. If you have more numbers, and you're talking about the large bands, they have quantity should bring the price down.
No.
There's never a situation where quantity carries the price up. Like,
See, we can have a full segment. We can definitely have a full segment about quantity over quality when it comes to the mass camps, but that's for another show.
Right.
But then, what I'm trying to say,
It's expensive.
if it's a situation where it's $200 for, let's just say, 200 people, all right? I think that $200 and giving somebody something to eat, making sure that they get properly hydrated,
Right.
if you want to call
But
it
you also
that.
forgot the security.
Even if you include security.
That's the work part I did.
Even if you include security and all of that,
Yeah.
that's basically what you pay for. And to me,
and you don't get that on T-shirt mass. That's what you're saying.
I mean, you do, but you do get it, especially when you don't necessarily see it, or you may not even realize it because the bands again is so crowded right now.
Nice.
So my thing is, right,
Bases it up,
if somebody wants to do it, if
Not
somebody
happening.
wants to have a small band, minimal amount of people, and then you pay your $200, of course you're definitely gonna see what the money that you.
So
put
you're
in,
trying to say if
see.
I go with a big band, I'm not going to see my money?
You are gonna see your money, but then my thing is, right, it's
Not
gonna
as
be
3 times as much.
You are gonna see your money, but then they
3
are not gonna
times
do,
as much, Naik?
They aren't gonna do. And no, look at it this way.
I'm not having it.
Look at it this way. Why is
Not
it that
doing
that
it.
band is so big? What?
'Cause
what
people
does
are-
that- what
because
does that
people
band
are sheep.
offer? What does that band offer?
People are sheep.
People may be sheep, but then you have to experience it to understand it.
I have
would
experienced
never,
it.
No, never ever, chastise Jason for him saying that, I just spent $550 on food. I don't know where he's shopping.
600.
I don't know where he's shopping.
That's all right, that's all right.
But my thing is, right, at the end of the day, until you experience it, until you experience it, you're in it, and you see what you're gonna get, and then you can actually compare and say, okay, even though I did pay $300 last year, and I only got this and this and that, maybe this year, if I pay $350, I might go this place. And if anybody knows me, if you're not satisfied with the band that you're in, I shouldn't really put that out there.
But
Because
you've already spent your money.
no, my thing is, I like to roam. I do like to roam. I like to roam.
You're just gonna go to another band.
Yeah,
and
but I'm not gonna try to go to another band to try to drink the persons in the other band. I'm not gonna try to go to another band to drink them out. I'm not gonna try to go to another band to actually to get fed. I'm not gonna go to another band. I'm just going to another band for vibes. You know what I mean? Jump up as much as possible. Get on camera. So that my mom can be proud of me.
I think these prices are either too expensive. But we also have to talk.
It's not gonna get cheaper.
But what do you, in terms of cost, and we're gonna segue into something else. What do you look for in an all-inclusive then?
In all inclusive, I'm looking for. You see, my thing is, right, I got spoiled with the whole experience thing. I got spoiled really early. I've been playing mass since I was like 12 years old.
Right.
From pick at school, come right up to know.
Right.
So as mass has progressed and you've seen, there have been a lot more things that have been added to mass. There've been all these different, sponsors, and a lot of people. It's a lot about branding. You understand?
Anybody realize now he's making my case for me? Because he's adding in
Yes.
sponsors who's putting some of this bill.
So
quantity, that means driving the cost down, and they keep going up
Yes.
and up and up and up
But
and
that
up.
might be the case, but until you experience it, you won't know.
I mean, point, you still
Look at these all-inclusives. Now, the price of these all-inclusives are going up and up and up. Now,
Right.
you have all-inclusive that you can get from anywhere from $200 up to $500 in some cases. Now, you're not getting a costume with those.
No.
This is very, very different.
Right.
It's a fixed location
Right.
in most cases, and you're getting some of them. The low ends, you're getting drink only.
Right.
You buy your food.
Right.
You go up, you get drink and food.
Right.
You know, and up and up and up, you get premium bar. But are we getting entertainment? Are these people so focused on the venue, you know, and the drinks and the food, and not on what the consumer's getting?
I think it comes down to choice. That's what I think, and we're definitely going to touch on a lot more regarding this particular topic right after these messages. Stay tuned.
We're back.
But it would mean nothing. 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 You're not a woman or a girl.
Every year I'm searching for number one.
Excuse me, sir. Can I help you?
Yes, I found my number one. I'll take it.
The latest looks and the newest trends for home fashion is number one at Living Spaces, located on Old Pound Road.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to It's a Man's World. I'm Dario.
I'm Naik.
I'm Forever Jason.
And we've been talking about the social calendar, the social life in Antigua as it returns to fetes and the shows. Now, we touch a lot on the fetes and a little bit on, we touch a lot on mass and a little bit on the fetes, but let's talk about carnival season in general. What about the shows? What about the carnival shows?
I think the carnival shows, honestly, I think the level of talent needs to be a lot more diverse. Because my thing is, right, you go to 5 different carnival shows, they're pretty much using just the headliners that we have. Now, we don't really have a lot of headliners. It comes to the point that it's almost to a situation where you actually know everybody's set because you've been to every show. So basically you're understanding, okay, it's like this. You know he's gonna sing this song, you know this was gonna come next, you know
But
this
it's
is gonna...
a good song though.
You can even actually tell what kind of choreography the background dancers are gonna be doing.
And the dancers are good though.
The dancers are great. I'm not...
Shout out to the dancers.
Not fronting of the dancers at all. But I'm just saying is, I think our island produces a lot of talent. A lot of talent, and a lot of slept on talent too.
Right.
So my thing is, right, you then need to, it baffles me how for a budget for a show could go up because you have to be inclusive, you have to be including an international artist. No, international artist just does not come with their name. They come with a fee.
Entourage.
Then they come with their entourage. Then they come with per diem.
Yep.
Now I only realized
And the
this
green
the other
M&Ms,
day.
they're gonna want all green
They
M&Ms.
actually come with a per diem. So they're basically looking for all of these particular things, and then the promoters then have to bend over backwards to pretty much appease them. So my thing is, right, all of that is then translated to the cost of the shows. Now, my thing is, I'm not nearly saying that we use local talent and then pay them minimum wage just because you want to fill up the talent quality on your show. I'm not nearly saying that.
Right.
Make it fair.
Right.
You have your budget for last year where you did have an international artist or artiste on your particular show. You see exactly how much you had paid. My thing is, right, you can find 5 guys on Market Street, 5 guys in All Saints, 5 guys in Grace Farm, somebody with talent. Because my thing is, right, if we can have these local shows, or Soca Monarch, or Party Monarch, or all of these particular shows where you have all these artists, I mean, why don't we go back to even looking at the carnival tents?
Right.
No, you have a lot of artists that come up, they may not make the final cut, but Lord knows they might be a fan favorite.
Right.
So I'm saying is, you have to then give that person a platform for them to show themselves up, not have the same 5, or sometimes in some instances, same 3 artists repeatedly on every show.
Right.
And then still, you know, have the audacity then to tell the customer, this is how much you have to pay.
But at the same time, like, the promoters I can't speak as a promoter, but I would think that a promoter is going to get what they think is going to fill the stands. Now, if a particular artist is selling or, you know, dominating the airwaves, I'm gonna try to bring them on my show because I want people to come. They're not coming because they know me. They're not coming because of the venue. They're coming
because of the artist.
They're coming because of the artist because that is still the draw. Now, the venue and all this peripheral stuff that adds into it, but. Take for our carnival shows, for instance, Soca Monarch has grown, has morphed, has mutated.
It's basically become an entity unto its own.
It is huge. But the production level of these artists is amazing. Shout out to our local artists, you do a great job. You go to a Soca Monarch show, you see productions like that rival anything in the world. With a Caribbean flair, you know, with a little pepper pot in it. And it's great. So why can't we have local shows that draw? It's disappointing to me that our patrons would go out and spend $70, $80, $90 for a regular ticket to go watch an international act. And I'm not saying don't go watch international acts because I understand the draw. You know, you see them on TV, you hear them on the radio, you want to see.
Still support your local.
The Soca Monarch show shows that we can match anybody.
Yeah.
And when you have our local talent on another stage, it's like, really? I mean, they have our local artists opening shows and there's nobody in the ground. Nobody's going to see Lorena, you know, shout out to Lorena. Always brings it, you know, every year. Shout out to Revel Band.
Shout out to Miss Davis.
People like this that keep our music going.
Daddy Barlow.
You know,
I mean,
it's scary to me. Tizzy gets no love in Antigua.
The same thing is, right, and I'm gonna just jump in real quick. The people cannot want to hear the local artists if the radio stations don't play their music.
That's it.
If they never play their music, if they never fill the airwaves with local music,
DJs.
Why is it that I don't understand why it is that we have to be listening to soca music?
Stale soca music, no less.
From one particular source. And mind you, I am a fan of that music.
Yeah.
I am a fan of the music that comes from that particular island.
Sometimes
but my thing is, at the end of the day, we still put even the stalest of their music.
Yeah, before
we even put somebody or give somebody in Antigua the chance to get that kind of exposure.
And you know, secretly not secretly, but you know, it's subconsciously and maybe even unconsciously what it's doing, it's almost driving a rift between
the artists
themselves.
The radio
because
stations.
not even I'm talking about the artists themselves, because you have this almost local versus. I shouldn't have to say support local.
I think the DJs
and the music is good enough. We have great music.
Yes.
I think the DJs in Antigua right now have become divas. They're such prima donnas right now because unless you don't bend over backwards to actually put, you know, give them that particular type of shine. I mean, it's like to me, the artist is definitely gonna have to actually, you know, name drop. Like what a lot of the rappers would do.
Yep.
They would shout out a Funkplex. They'll call out like a DJ Nuff, a DJ Khaled. No, Khaled is an artist unto himself right now. But what I'm saying is, they would do stuff like that, keep that resonating, so that it's the easiest thing for that DJ to drop that particular song because they know there's a hit in there for them.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying that the artists in Antigua should do that to compromise their product. You shouldn't have to be conforming it, twisting it into such a way so that it can guarantee you radio airplay.
I'm gonna get in trouble right now, but the DJs in Antigua are lazy.
We have any real DJs in Antigua?
We have a few.
We do?
We do. Now,
how many of them have actually used vinyl?
The problem I have is you
I'm just
hear
saying,
you get to a point where you hear one DJ, you almost hear every other set for that night.
Make current
No,
lock off. Make
this is
make
not
the lock-
this is not knocking the ability of our DJs. All I'm saying is,
You're killing me.
and I'm gonna sound like the old man, but when I was growing up, it was almost an embarrassment if you played a track that another DJ played on the same set before.
Yes,
It was the unwritten rule. You can't do that song don't play. You don't have no track. You don't have no tune.
You pack up
the crate.
and sit on your
And
corner
these guys
and
were
chill.
walking with crates. These guys had box boys just to bring crates. Now the guys are coming with their laptops and their flash drives, and they still have no versatility. They're playing the same thing over and over again. You hear one song 6 times in a night, just because it's an easy forward. This is the laziest thing I've ever seen.
And
do some work and get the crowd hyped. Big up a new track. Introduce a new track.
Exactly. That's what they're supposed to do.
Listen, I think the
Not
DJs,
anymore.
I think the DJs in Antigua, what they should be actually doing is helping more to,
local.
advertise exactly what local talent is. What, basically give that local artist that particular platform. They keep saying that the reason why cricket is dead in Antigua and in the Caribbean because not enough people play cricket.
Right.
No, my thing is I shouldn't have to be a millionaire coming in and offering you all these incentives for you to take up a bat and a ball to play cricket.
If you love the sport, you love the sport.
If you love the sport, you love the
If
sport.
you love music, play music.
And my thing is don't kill people's dreams. My thing is if you want to be a musician in school and you're interested in music, don't be pushing people towards science because you have to fit that particular type of bill. But we are gonna talk more.
That's another topic for another day.
But my thing is, I think a lot of these DJs, and again, this is not a shot at the DJs saying that you don't have the talent. You guys are talented. But you gotta be more versatile. It makes no sense that one DJ comes on and he plays 5 songs that the next DJ is gonna play the next. There's more music out there.
Yeah, but every fete you go, that's the same thing at every fete right now.
You can almost tell. You're talking about the artist, the live performance having a routine, a set. The DJs, you know when a DJ is playing because you know, okay, this is gonna.
Why? Because the DJs are working for the same 4 artists that are headlining on the show.
It's not even just that; they're just lazy, lazy DJs. But we're gonna give you our final thoughts. But wait, before we do that, what fets are your favorite fets?
The ones that have food.
The ones that have food. And what about you?
I like it all. Good bar, good vibes. That's what I like.
Nice, no problem. And we're gonna tell you about this. I don't know why Jason's looking at me like that.
I'm just looking over.
Oh, that's what you. Oh, I know. Problem. We're gonna be back after these short messages, and we'll fix Jason's face.
Stay tuned.
Dude, I
Personalized living at Living Spaces. Create a space that's unique to your lifestyle. Best price guaranteed. 10 to 40% off selected pieces. Living Spaces, Old Palm Road.
We up all night, we spend money, we jump till party done. Been up all night, cause we have a habit, we jump till morning come. The vibes so nice, more drinks till I make more buckle, pick up more giant, we a bun, hey. More girl, free broke out, girl, wine and turn up, girl, wine from the spot, hey. Watch the way how she a wine that body. She jamming all night, I call her dancing machine. And she don't stop walking like she full of caffeine. Meanwhile, we are out on our own, so the dogs are come out and a floss in cars. We shine bright, I told you we shimmer like stars. Them riders electric for real. We came here to turn it up loud. No new friends, we not big them. Fight nice, y'all a bounce and a bubble in a ya. All folks call it dirty dancing for me. I want love, put up in a ya. Put up, put up, put up, put up. Rub up, rub up, rub up, rub up. Rub up all night, dirty dancing. Rub up, turn up all night, dirty dancing. Rub up, turn up all night, dirty dancing. Rub up, turn up all night. She know I know. Automatic can't get stick up in the hard, girl a bend, so me drive that harder. No my Ahmed, but she tell me, see me give a butterfly when me call for the bedroom slaughter. Yeah, yo, why not prove it? Are you a mash up the place, girl, bruise it? And when they step in at the spotlight, lose it. Are you a winner, my kind of you? To me tell her, say, watch the way how she a wine that body. She jamming all night, I call her dancing machine. And she don't stop walking like she full of caffeine. Meanwhile, we are out on our own, so the dogs are come out and a floss in cars. We shine bright, I told you we shimmer like stars. Them rise electric for real. We came here to turn it up loud. No new friends, we not big them. Fight nice, girl a bounce and a bubble in a ya. All folks call it dirty dancing for me. I want love, put up in a ya. Turn up, turn up, turn up. Rub up, rub up, rub up, rub up. Rub up all night, dirty dancing. Come, rub up, turn up all night, dirty dancing. Come, rub up, turn up all night, dirty dancing. Come, rub up, turn up all night, dirty dancing. Dirty dancing, dirty dancing. Rub up all night. We shine bright, I told you we shimmer like stars. Them rise electric for real. We came here to turn it up loud. No new friends, we not big them. Fight nice, girl a bounce and a bubble in a ya. All folks call it dirty dancing for me. I want love, put up in a ya. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. Rub up, rub up, rub up, rub up. Rub up all night, dirty dancing. Rub up, turn up all night, dirty dancing. Rub up, turn up all night, dirty dancing. Rub up, turn up all night, dirty dancing. Dirty dancing.
But it would mean nothing. Nothing. You got a woman? Oh, girl.
And we're back, and it's still a man's world, and we're still talking about the FET season and the FET climate and the social life in Antigua as it pertains to FETs.
That's right.
Now, let's talk about FET. Now, growing up, in my time, when I started to go out, when I was allowed to go out, a FET meant a fun-filled, energetic, dance-type atmosphere.
Doesn't happen now.
Now everything's just a fashion show.
Right.
Yeah.
No, now I have no problem if you're spending thousands of dollars getting ready for a party. That's you. Do you? Some of y'all look amazing. Some of y'all could spend less money and look better, but that's not for me to say.
True.
But where's the dancing? Where's the actual fetting?
I have some instances I can speak of.
I'm listening.
Sometimes I work at these fets. I don't go to these fets as I wish I would or can. But I work at these fets. Sometimes I see some people walking through the gates and they're like walking to see, making sure they're not stepping on glass. I'm like, why leave your house? It's a fet, there's music. You came here to do what? Stand as the Statue of Liberty to be observed?
Yeah. But
and if someone comes too close to them, they're like, you will get brushed.
But you know, social media has a lot to do with it, but I'm not blaming social media. But the fets, the main part of every fet now is the photographer.
Yeah.
The album
Yes.
after the fact. How I don't get it. How are you pretending to have fun?
No,
When you go to these things,
It's turned, but you haven't done anything but pose all night. You can do that shit at home.
Exactly, because this is me. When you go to a fete, even if a photographer catches you, he's supposed to catch you sweating.
Candidly, just as you're going along, everything is a pose. Everything is is a hashtag. Everything.
Yeah.
It's where is the fetting?
Catch you
Where
wiping
is
the sweat
the
off your
fetting?
brow. Catch you wiping the sweat off your brow or something.
No, you see, I'm laughing here because, being the old man of the group,
Yes, Pops.
I do actually remember the days when we actually did go to the fetes just to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
We actually went, we went, as somebody put up, somebody had mentioned during one of our breaks, for stats.
Stats, yeah. How much gal you wine pan?
How much galley wine pan? How much
dancing you get?
How much
numbers you
rubbing?
get?
How much rubbing you get? How many numbers you get? Gone
No,
are
it's
the
how many
days-
pictures you took.
Gone are the days where you actually went out just for going out, just for the enjoyment of the show.
to
I
see you
remember.
at the end.
I remember last year I went to about three years ago I went to white blue jeans. Now it was weird for me that I went to blue jeans and the vibes were so good.
like blue
Dancing,
jeans.
music. I always enjoy myself at blue jeans. You know what I'm saying? But
Shout out Dave.
I always enjoy myself at every fete. I'm just
Every
that type
fete?
of. I'm just that type of person. Funerals too. You should see me.
You're okay.
Yeah, but my thing is, right,
You're a fun guy.
at the end of the
noticed
day, but the weird thing is, I went to stage. No, both stage and White Fete were at the same venue. It was so funny to me that when I was at stage standing up, I saw this, like a particular group of people around me standing up, literally standing up. Stayed, the artists came out, they performed, they came off, more artists came on board, but everybody was just standing up.
Right.
And it just baffled me, like, why would you spend all this money
Just to come and
just
stand.
to come and stand and just to you almost look more powdered, more flawless than when you actually got there.
They're actually paying to be a model. Now,
They're actually
usually
paying there just to say
Usually
they
get paid
went.
to be a
they went there and not
Basically,
you
to
haven't
say
had the experience.
That they went just to not to experience the show, because I scarcely believe that they can tell you what order the artist came out in.
It's like those people who fly and then they're in transit in an airport and they said they
went to. I'm in St. Lucia. How long you staying?
I was in transit.
2.5 hours.
I was in transit.
Yeah. So my thing.
And that's exactly what it is. I mean, they show up. No, I'm not telling you how to have fun. You have fun all you want. I'm saying that what y'all doing ain't fun.
It's
to me.
not fun. And then
It's
the weirdest
funny.
thing
It's
is,
funny.
after I went to White Fete, I remember if it's White Fete first, stage
But
after.
you remember White Fete.
But I remember going to White Fete, and the same people,
Stages before White Fete,
the
but
same people were around me, standing in the same positions, and I was like,
they marked
whoa,
the spot.
Whoa.
Why do you
This is like
deja vu? Deja
They
vu.
marked the
It's like deja vu. It's like the Twilight Zone.
No.
You know, so it's weird. But everybody's clothes just turned
Different
white.
colors, yeah.
Have y'all forgotten how to have y'all forgotten how to dance? Have women
Wait,
have,
sometimes you need to ask if they even know how to. But even if you don't know how to, just do something. Get down.
they forget how to wink up.
Listen, this episode is
You never
that.
know.
Back in my day,
Yes,
you
right.
didn't know the dance. You created your own
Yeah,
dance.
man.
I guarantee if you go to pick us right now, you ask them about the cat, you ask them about the
But that was
fireman,
it, though.
the Zaku.
But even
These guys created
thinking
their own
back to the
dances back in the day.
90s, dance all in the 90s was about the
Dancing.
dance.
And making
And a lot of these
dances.
artists had a dance that go with the song. Have you seen the dances that go with these songs?
Dude, I remember Dilla Move.
Oh my god.
I remember.
Dude, the Dilla Move.
I was actually alive when Bogle came out. I was actually alive when Pepper Seed came out. I mean, my thing is right.
Well, dance.
Listen, factory dance.
Well,
back in the day, greatest dance ever. So, but I digress. What I'm saying is, nowadays, it's all about being there. It's all about that, as you say, being in that what you call it, that photo, whatever, at the end
Photo
of
album.
it, the album at the end of it,
That's what
just
it
to
is.
say, just for likes, just for tags.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see. I think right now, I don't even know about this. Like romance right now is gonna die.
It's almost like
You could actually go to a dance right now, and the love of your life is actually there. But why? You missed her, or you missed him. Why?
I'm asking
you
a question.
taking a selfie.
I'm asking a question.
Sad.
If you go to a fete
He's not lying right there.
and you post a picture and nobody reacts, were you really there?
Exactly. It's like somebody said that the other day. If you did something But you didn't post it to Facebook. Did it really happen?
Did it really happen?
Yeah.
You know, you
Or you put
guys,
it on Snapchat. Did it really
you
happen?
guys seemingly need other people to tell you that you had fun. You don't know what fun is. So unless you get the comments and the likes and the reactions that say, hey, you know, you looked good or you had fun or you gal, you know, you don't even know that you had fun.
Like what Naik said, I agree 100% with him. If I pay my money and I'm going somewhere, I'm going to ensure
that you enjoy yourself.
But maybe that's fun.
Exactly.
But you see, maybe that's fun for them. I'm not telling you how to have fun. I'm just saying what y'all doing ain't fun for me.
It's actually scarring to the eyes.
That's it. A lot of them, I can't even bring the words out. A lot of them look like zombies.
It is.
It's scarring to that. Imagine you're the
and they have the one move, and then you see the phone go up, and they're doing the one move, and everybody has the same video. Everybody has the same video.
You prefer to dance with your phone. Like this is what I'm saying.
Sexy girl next to you.
Nah.
Sexy girl next to you.
You pepper seed, and then this is you typing in. Doing pepper seed. And then you're looking at your friend. How you spell pepper seed?
Yeah.
Is pepper seed one word?
One word. Because autocorrect don't know that shit.
Stupid. You know, it made no sense to me. I love the friends that I have.
You're looking at that. You're looking at the pepper seed, typing in pepper seed. You're dancing with your phone, as I just said. And next to you, there's a girl that probably.
Here's some advice, guys. These women look amazing. You've seen the albums. I know you're on Facebook.
Look at them.
Go and wind on a bumper.
Look at them and look.
Trust me, that's why they're there. And anytime any bend over song plays, you see it. Guys, it's an invitation. I'm not saying be inappropriate. I'm not saying be inappropriate.
Be welcome.
Be gentlemen. But take a wine. You might like it.
But my thing
and
is,
you may get more.
But not only that.
I know what that. You might like it.
I'm not talking about.
And if you see a group of 5, chances are you see a group of 5 women. All of them look, you know, dressed to rise. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Chances are that the 3 that are really, really stuck up, the other 2 really want to enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Process of elimination. You know what I mean? Shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot. Take a wine on a bumper.
You know what I mean?
Them girls, it feel good, Jack. Let me tell you. Just try it
and take the time.
If you don't like it, we give you money back.
And see how many different colors you can go.
Guarantee here from It's a Man's World.
That's right.
See how many different colors.
See if your blue jeans can actually look faded.
It's like a rainbow.
By the time you leave the gym,
make it look like a rainbow at least. Have different lights and like what?
We're gonna have a campaign this year. Fun at Fets.
Let's see if it actually.
It's a Man's World. We're gonna have some fun at Fets. We're gonna pop up at a Fet near you, and you're gonna see how we do it.
I don't think the world is ready for this yet. I'm serious.
Get ready.
Okay.
If you're not ready, get ready.
We're walking it up cruise.
You better. You better.
Yep. But we're gonna talk about so much more when we get back, because tonight is a special hour-long edition of It's a Man's World. I know you can't get enough.
I think you guys realize that now, though. But anyway, we'll be right back.
Some of them can't count.
Moving right along.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
We'll be back.
Stay tuned.
Oh my gosh.
Every year I'm searching for number 1.
Excuse me, sir. Can I help you?
Yes, I found my number 1. I'll take it.
The latest looks and the newest trends for home fashion is number 1 at Living Spaces, located on Old Pound Road.
It's still a man's world. I'm Forever Jason. We still have my boys Dario and Naik with us here, and we're still talking about fets. You know, social life, carnival season on a whole. And we still have a few things to tell you. So now that we're back, we're gonna let you know what we think about that. You know.
Mass is expensive. That's what I think about that. Mass is too bloody expensive.
Here.
These bands are growing. Now, I'm not saying the cost of production is not going up. Don't get me wrong. But if you're bringing in a steady increase of 10%, 7% every year, you can do better with your prices. There's no reason for a mass costume, and there's not a lot of material to cost $2,000 in Antigua. That's crazy to me.
The beaded dresses.
And the weirdest thing about the costumes is...
And they're mass-produced.
They're mass-produced, one, but then there are a lot of alterations that the women tend to do for themselves.
Because they want to be individuals.
And my thing is, and I love that.
I love it too.
That. I
keep
really do.
Doing that, ladies. T-shirt mass is the best.
But my thing is, right, why is it that it has to be to such an extent, especially in mass, that it still costs a lot just for the basic costume, but then you then have to incorporate a lot more money just to have yourself looking a little bit more special than the other person.
It's self-expression.
And is the quality going up? The quality in the make of these costumes, is it going up?
No.
I mean, really, I know what I'm getting.
But the thing is, the quality.
I don't sit down and go over, the stitching of the shorts.
Right.
To see
all the
brand shorts I'm getting.
We're always getting B shorts every year. It's just different color B shorts.
Exactly. So my thing is, right, I can only ask that question to the women who play mass and what they.
Jason doesn't.
I was actually looking at both of you, teach his own. So I'm just wondering. Has the quality gone up? Because as Dario stated, and I am in total agreement that mass is very, very expensive, and that's why I tell people. I really love the fact of T-shirt mask, because T-shirt mask lets a lot of people who would not be able to afford full-blown Carnival Monday and Tuesday. It gives them that opportunity to come in, play T-shirt mask. I don't believe T-shirt mask should be segregated into VIP and regular. Makes no sense to me.
It's T-shirt mask.
No sense to me whatsoever. Because even if you started out that way,
it's not going to end that way.
But the thing is, they're paying more, and I'm not. I generalize a lot. I know that, but you know that the people who spend more money drink less. You've seen it. They just want to look.
No, not you, Nike.
I'm talking about the people in the VIP.
Not you, Nike.
They have one. They're not drinking like me and you, Nike. You know that.
Yeah, it's true.
We're downing bottles.
Oh yeah, we're finishing bottles. We finish bottles.
So you're spending more to get less.
Finish bottles.
Just because you want to say that you have more money than me.
No, because you think going into VIP doesn't have you.
They can't buy my kind of fun.
Bumping shoulders with somebody who you think in your small mind is beneath you. But that's another story.
They can't buy the fun I have.
No, VIP jamming is completely different in Carnival time.
No, I think I'm trying to break that mold. Every fete that I
you
go,
do it. You do it.
I did not.
Yeah, but you see, in all fairness, you are the exception to a lot of these carnivals. Meaning that
some people need more nasty.
Meaning that you actually go out to fete. Now, very few people, and even a smaller amount of guys, actually do go out to fete.
Right.
It's the guys are becoming more of the fashion models than the girls are.
It bothers me.
No, I have no problem if you want to, deck out. You want to put out your best foot. Do your thing.
Look
self-expression. But what is fun to you? Just looking good?
Exactly. Doesn't it come to the point where you actually really want to go out? You really want to be, you want to be in the moment.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Mess up your shoes, mess up your clothes, and then you say you have a story to tell.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't remember the costumes I wear year to year, and I see people, recashing and say, I had on this costume in 2009. I don't remember what I wore yesterday.
When people actually remember the names of the costumes,
dude.
I'm like, red
section. Oh, they did that before. I'm like,
yellow.
I don't care.
Yellow with
just put me on the road. Put me on the road.
Orange. That's how I look at it. So my thing is, right, every year I go play mass and they're like, it's funny. We would walk in and they're like, oh, so you here to pay off your something for, I don't know, Exodus? And you're like, no, the red one.
Red one. What section are you in? And you look at the paper like,
Red one.
I don't even know.
Blue one.
I had the blue shorts.
You know, the blue shorts. That's all.
That's all I know.
I think when we're trying to, I can understand that the people want to make their brand,
Make it sound more,
make it look,
No, this is not
make it
showing
look a lot more sexy and stuff like that. But my thing is,
It's not about the promoters.
Just know that
Promoters
we're
can
going to
do. I mean, do your themes. The themes are great. The costumes are beautiful, but it's, I don't know.
I think what's happening in Antigua, and I think we've been dancing around that particular
I like to say it's
fact.
dancing.
Yeah, we've been pussyfooting around that particular.
My thing
topic.
is, right, when it comes to Carnival, they're more focused on the outfits than about the fetting itself.
the experience.
The enjoyment of what Carnival really is. Most times you go, they have on their big, I don't even know what to call those things. You
Feathers.
Know? Sometimes I wonder.
They're called feathers.
Sometimes
Go
I
ahead.
wonder.
Go ahead.
And they're not only feathers, stop it.
I'm sorry.
Stop it.
I don't mean to laugh.
But yeah,
But it was so
they're wearing those big things. Some of them have it on. Some of them just walk. If I have something like that, I'm like, I'm going to make it.
A lot of people do recycle their costumes, and because they don't limit it to Antigua alone, and they would probably go off to, some of them go back to college, and they do have these.
That's a very small
carnivals and
demographic, though.
It is, but a lot of them do it.
You're thinking about that, but recycling. I'm not talking about recycling. I'm talking about the fact that I have a costume. I'm more focused about my costume.
Because they want to use it again.
Dude, enjoy yourself.
Crocker said it best, and how he look.
How it is.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Somebody should describe that on Buggy Peak. I'm saying.
Okay.
We should.
It's
You mean Mount Obama?
the experience.
Buggy Peak.
Okay, thank you very much.
I don't know. For me, in my mind, when I think back on a great experience,
I don't really remember.
rarely I remember what I'm wearing.
I always put up a nice
Someone
little,
has to tell you what it was.
I always put up this nice little thing that says, I live for the nights that I can't remember with the people I can't forget.
Right.
Because I'm always with the same people. My crew is really small.
Your family?
Yeah, they're not even crew anymore. They're family.
family.
So my thing is, right, I love the fact that, once we're not, doing anything so outlandish that we can't, or we're causing any harm or anything, and everybody gets home safe.
Right.
It's the most fun, to get together the day after, and then you're just recapping. It's like,
and there would be that one person who's like, do you even know what you did last
So after the third
I'm not
act,
that person,
So
'cause I
after
don't
the third
remember.
act, what happened? You know what I mean? I
And
love
half of
doing
them
that.
won't be able to tell you. You guys would just be there trying to put the puzzle pieces together. This girl, did you guys see a girl?
No, I don't forget stuff, but I'm an agitator. I provoke stuff. I mean,
me too.
We know this.
I want
We know
to push
this.
the limits. I want to.
We know this.
If it's fun, let's do it. Why not? Why? I just don't understand. My memories are not of what I was wearing. My memories of the
Live for the moment.
experience
Live
that I
for the
had
moment.
and the people that were with me.
And
Live
What are
for
you
the moment.
doing?
And my biggest thing is, I think that the main issue in a lot of instances where we have all this segregation in these fetes in terms of having a regular section and still disguising it as premium, and then you call the VIP VIP, and then you have VVIP.
What's the purpose of a VVIP?
I still think it's basically very, very important. So I think what happened
Did you
is
say impotent?
I believe that's what the group means.
I'm not going to VVIP.
I don't know what you said. I didn't hear you.
No,
that's what it's
very, very important.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm saying is,
know.
right, at the end of the day, I think it is, with the cost of parties
Everything.
going up, I think it really is, underlying. It's trying to keep, as they want to call it, the riff-raff out. And
Riff-raff.
I have a problem with when I hear that term every year about the riff-raff, and we want to keep this particular. Let me tell everybody something. Let me let this be known. The riff-raff, as much as the people you want to
they're the ones who-
They are the party.
categorize
They're the ones who-
as riff-raff, they're the ones who are bringing the vibes to the party. They're the ones who actually go out to enjoy themselves at the party, and they probably have more money than you. So my thing is, right, you up in the price thinking that you're going to keep, or you're going to segregate, and you're going to keep these people away from you.
They print money.
They actually are going to come not to pay down. They're coming to pay off for them, and they're probably going to pay for about
drinks.
4 more people
And
along
their
with
drinks.
them.
Yeah, and their drinks.
No, they're going to pay for everybody. They're going to pay for all the packages for them and their friends. So as much as you're trying to keep them out, they are going to be infiltrating your particular sect.
Well,
And not only that, what they need to look at, right? Sometimes people in the VIP actually go and they watch these people like, oh my gosh, what's he having? This person seems like a lot. Some people in the VIP, that's how they are.
I actually heard somebody say one time at one of the VIP fets, they can't believe that they actually are in VIP with their maid. Which is it
exactly.
bothered me. It totally bothered me. It
You see that nonsense?
Oh boy! If I drank red wine,
that's special.
If I drank red wine, I would have had an accident with that red wine on that particular person. But you know, I behave myself when I go
because
out.
what you're trying to say, your maid cannot afford to party and be in VIP because they're very important.
Like,
without them, what would you?
No. It's like their maid is important to them in their household. They don't want to be rubbing shoulders with their maid at a fete that is supposed to be a premium affair. It's supposed to be a bougie affair. So as much money as you're paying, or as much little as you're paying that maid, you don't want to see that maid rubbing the same shoulders, drinking out the same goblets.
Nonsense.
And like
I think you're human just like me.
It's stupid.
But anyway, people, at this moment, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to tell you our final thoughts on what we think of this entire segment. Carnival, fetes, payments, and the fact that you don't want your maid to be in the same with you.
I'm sorry.
We'll be right back.
I'm sorry.
Stay tuned.
Personalized living at Living Spaces. Create a space that's unique to your lifestyle. Best price guaranteed. 10 to 40% off selected pieces. Living Spaces, Old Palm Road.
When it would mean nothing, you're not a woman or a girl.
And welcome back. It's still a man's world. I'm still forever Jason.
I'm Dario.
I don't know.
And right now we're going to tell you our last thoughts on the segment that we've done this evening. Carnival, festive times, social living. And I'm going to start off, people. Some people just need to just stop it. If you're going out, go out and enjoy yourself. You don't go out to stand looking like a palm tree blowing in the breeze, then say you had a wonderful time when there was some awesome music. Stop it.
I like that.
I like that one. Cool. Okay, my take on it is, if you are going to go out, make sure you first and foremost, pick and choose what fetes you're going to go to. I mean, we have a very, very full social calendar in Antigua right now in terms of our summer festivities and all of that. The cost of every fete right now is going up and up and up and up. And it's not about quantity. Go to the ones that you think have the quality that you're going to enjoy. So please, my thing is, pick and choose exactly which one.
Dude, shut up.
Choose
to me.
Pick and choose which ones you want to go to.
Could you cut that camera, please?
And when you
this is crazy. Listen to me. It's about quantity, okay? You should be able to go to every fete. It's like tappers. Nobody wants to go and sit down and order one big meal. You want to be able to sample everything. That's variety life. That's why cruises make so much money. These promoters need to drop the prices of the fetes so everybody can go to all the fetes. It will benefit everybody. Don't tell me to pick 2 fetes. I shouldn't have to.
Pick the fetes.
It's Antigua's
Go all the fetes, promoters drop the price. People will come. You have a great product.
You can afford.
They should be able to afford all of them.
In a perfect world, we would all be able to go to all the fetes, but we know exactly what
But actually, he makes a point because
the promoters are not going to the fetes to enjoy themselves.
They're looking to make money.
They go in there with clickers to see how many people come in, to see exactly what kind of overhead they have, to see how much drinks they still can get out of consignment. That's all they care about. They don't care about whether or not you enjoy yourself. They just want to make sure.
Hold on, Nike made a good point because just a while ago, because what he was saying, right? Shut up. Anyway, what he was saying, go to fetes that you can afford, because look at it. If you decide to want to go to every fete, in the end, you're thinking about going to the fetes. When you finish feting, what do you have in your pocket?
Yeah, but you see, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that as it is now that you can afford to go to every fete. You know your own budget. I am saying as the promoters should come together. I know it's not gonna happen, but if the promoters give packages where they can pool the artists together, and if you're having the same acts maybe back-to-back weekends, that you can split the cost of bringing them and accommodating, but bring the cost down.
Yeah.
Let people come to your product. The more it's not. Some of you want to sell Lexus and Mercedes, and that's fine. The real money is in quantity, man.
All right, people.
And please, DJs, play the local music.
Spin that wheel.
Play the local music. And biggest thing is, learn how to DJ. You know what I mean? Don't be a carbon copy. Don't copy somebody's set to the point that
They can watch a YouTube video on how to DJ.
Seriously. It's that bad right now, right?
All right, fellas. All right, we want to thank each and every one of you for staying tuned with us this evening. And we hope that next week you're going to be here with us.
No, we don't hope. They're coming back.
Okay,
Come on,
I'm sorry.
Y'all coming back. Y'all know what it is.
I didn't want to be the Dario of the moment.
No, I did not bathe for the people that did not come back next week.
Okay. So yes, people, you make Naik bathe. So that's a good thing. So we want to thank you guys so much for being here. Gonna see you next week. Remember, you can check us out on CVN.
It's a man's world, CVN.
Yeah, that's how I come across.
I'm sorry, you could call me off guard. Remember to like.
Come on, pay attention.
Share.
And comment,
I remember we're going to be bringing more live content to the Facebook page. Look out for it every night. Well, not every night. Every Tuesday night, you're going to see us here, Caribbean Vibes Network, Channel 100 and Flow.
Yep.
8 o'clock. Every Tuesday night. It's a man's world.
You need to stay tuned to the channel because the more you watch it, the more you see us.
Good night, everybody.
We can stand up.
CG.
I don't even know what to say.